Your most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, sponsored by AC Designs.
Well, at 5 o'clock, we got our advisory from the National Hurricane Center on Hurricane Lee, and it is now a Category 3 hurricane again. So it is strengthening, and it's expected to become a Category 4 hurricane as early as overnight tonight. And it will stay a Category 4 for a little bit, but then it's going to weaken again. It's going to become a bigger storm. It's going to become wider, but then it will start to weaken down into a Category 1 hurricane by Friday. There's Bermuda. So when it comes to the impacts to the U.S., to Canada, to Nova Scotia, and to Bermuda, still a lot of uncertainties here because of how it's going to slow down and how it's going to get bigger. Here's a look at model runs. We have the GFS, the American model, in blue, and then in green, that's the European model. And both models do show it is going to turn to the north. It is not coming for us here on the First Coast, but it could make landfall either in the northeast or it could make landfall, say, in the Nova Scotia area. So again, exact impacts uncertain right now for them. But what we do know is that all along the East Coast, including us, we're going to get some big swells, some big waves out of this, and an increase in rip currents. So again, as it starts to turn to the north, it's going to send those big waves our direction this work week, especially by the end of the week. And starting tomorrow, we have a high rip current risk. So something to keep in mind if you're trying to plan a beach day. By the way, today, September 10th, is the peak of hurricane season. And you can tell by looking out across the Atlantic. Again, there's Lee. We also have Margot, which is a tropical storm. It's expected to become a Category 1 hurricane, but it's going to stay a fish storm. We also have two other areas that we're watching. This area right here, low chance of development within the next 7 days. This wave coming off of Africa, that has a medium chance of development once it moves out here into the Atlantic more. But the good news is right now, those are also not threatening land. So back here at home, what we have been watching throughout the day today and into this evening, rain chances out there. We've had some showers, a few thunderstorms too, a few stronger storms. Now just watching a little bit of activity out there, but notice how a lot of this is really dissipating and dropping back from Jacksonville down through Orange Park, Mandarin, Fleming Island, even down towards Penny Farms. A few of those showers out there still. I am keeping an eye on Putnam County because this downpour now working its way into your area. So again, most of this activity will diminish after sunset. Most of us stay dry and partly cloudy overnight tonight. Lows are going to drop down into the 70s for most of us. So it will be a nice start at the bus stop tomorrow morning, but then by lunchtime we are warming up. It's getting humid, and then storms are going to start to build tomorrow. We do have a 60% coverage of storms on our Monday. All right, let's quickly get to the good news. A cold front coming our way, keeping Hurricane Lee to the east and bringing more comfortable temperatures. Look at that, dropping down into the middle 80s Friday into the weekend.